just your first day back out there, your last start of your fall camp, though, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. Just exciting. Just enjoying the moment, being where your feet are, not thinking about what's after. Just making sure I'm on top of everything, doing the right thing, like just enjoying the process. Taking it one day at a time. Not only just making sure I'm being consistent as well, just bringing young guys as well along with me. Making sure helping them out where they need help at. Coaching points, stuff like that. So just excited to get out there with the guys again and just getting to that time to play.
What's it like being the older guy in the group and kind of being one of the guys that's been on the line for the longest?
I get a lot of jokes or like I'm old, but comes with leadership. Just like understanding guys when come and ask me what can they do to change, technique, stuff like that, or like just routine stuff as well. Just understanding that my role and passing that down as well. Not just leaving them out to dry, like helping them along the process so it's easier for them. And then, we all just get better together. We're better as a group.
What is it like when you see the 18, 19-year-olds that arrive?
It's amazing just because it went by that fast. So I remember it like it was the other day. Like I got here during COVID, so it's just different. But it's exciting when you see them young guys come in ready to work. And just ready always wanting to be a sponge. So it's exciting and seeing them get better from spring and stuff like that as they develop.
Any difference in your approach, say April, May, that just because it's the last time around?
I won't say difference in approach. I just say you got to continue to have that urgency. Just continue to be disciplined. Going to just trying new techniques out, stuff like that. Training, going outside to train. Just get your brain picked by other people. See what you like, what you don't. Other than that, the mission and the goal is always the goal. You want to win the ACC championship. It starts one day at a time. Building on that. So, what can I do to help that, and what can I do to help my room, be successful all together?
You guys have another new center playing next year. What have you seen from the two guys in spring and kind of over the summer going into camp now?
Both guys work real hard. Spike and JG. They're really good. They're very humble. Both come into work. Spike ready. Being a sponge, just ready to learn. JG, helping lead, stuff like that. Just always being open to coach and stuff like that. But those guys are great. It's good. It's like one of those. I'm just happy because it's like you just always chop it up with them as well. So it's another brother.
You guys went through having a new center last year too. What were you able to learn from that, and kind of helping Zeke get along to kind of help these guys come along?
It's interesting to say that because I've had multiple offensive line coaches in high school, but as well as in college. So it's like I treat it as that, but in the player perspective. He might be new coming into the system. Just understanding this is just let him know. Okay, this is how I'm gonna get in at this block, stuff like that, my angle departure, stuff like that. So maybe I'll give you a little bit more here. Just that talking back and forth in between plays, and as well as what's your thought process here, stuff like that, just so we're on the same page.
I'm feeling the pressure, but you got so many good offensive players on this team. If you guys perform well up front, the sky's the limit this year.
Yes, sir. It starts up front. We go as far as the O-line takes the team. So we got to play nasty, we got to be disciplined, communicate, and we're fine with that pressure. We don't get no credit. We're not worried about the credit. We all just worry about making sure we protect the ball carriers. Protect the quarterback. Just make sure we handle our business up front, and just be on the same page really. So we're not really the pressure is fine.
As if I might be get to know Teague Anderson, and what have you learned about the state of Utah?
So he's the scenery really. Just talk about the scenery. Just seeing the lakes and all that. Just seeing that aspect of it. Just seeing how beautiful that is. And as well, just like I said, all the guys that came in, they're very down to earth, very humble. He works hard. Very athletic. Excited to see what he can do.
Anthony, what can you tell us about CJ and his progression, where he was last year as compared to where he is this year, commanding the huddle and just getting you guys in and out of the huddle the right way?
I think just that more confidence. You got games under his belt as well, just like preparation. Everything's faster. All right, being able to fix things faster. That when something's wrong, something like that. Just be able to fix it yourself. Being able to just, bounce, just communicating faster, stuff like that. Preparation, just make sure he's handling everything, and communicating if he needs something from us on the O-line or like just receivers, just communicating that as well.
All right, thanks, Anthony.